Hi there Libra, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be a weekly intuitive reading for December 21st through to the 27th. Libra, let's see what is on the cards for you. If you're a regular, you'll notice I've got a new plant companion today. I forgot to water Chico yesterday on a 35 Celsius degree day here in Melbourne, and Chico's not happy downstairs recovering, so I promise that I will be better with my plants in the future. A few of you can say in the comments, need to water them more. I'm working on it. Alright, let's get your energy out. I'm using the Work Your Light Oracle here for the main message, then choosing your overarching tarot card from the Moonchild Tarot, and I'll be getting out the tarot story with the Rider-Waite and the Star Child Tarot Akashic series. And all of my decks, apart from the Rider-Waite, are Danielle Knoll creations. I love her work, absolutely beautiful illustrations, and I will be doing a giveaway with one of her products early next year so we can all have a bit of her magic in our lives. Well, there we go, it's time. I have got, on that note, talking about the Star Child Tarot, I've got the Starseed card here. What lights you up, Libra? Now, there's a few different things for this card. One, this is about callings. This is about you moving towards what lights you up on a passion and purpose level. Some of you might have a calling in career, calling towards a certain person in a relationship, calling towards a place that feels really right for you, and it's time to move towards that. Number two, some of you might be having an awakening to the fact that you're a starseed. Some of you may not know what that is. You can give that a Google. But it says that some of us are here on the planet as light workers. You might have heard of that, to help uplift the vibration for the shift into the 5D, the unity consciousness that is upon us at the moment. Now guys, that doesn't mean to say that you have to get on YouTube and be a tarot reader or a healer or anything like that. Sometimes it's just about maintaining your own vibration, and that through experiencing you, others will lift theirs as well. So it doesn't matter what work you're doing in the world, as long as you're doing it with love and with positivity and all of those kinds of things. So maybe some of you are awakening to purpose here with that card. Let's go to the Moonchild Tarot for an overarching tarot theme or energy for the Libra collective. I'm really jumping out today. I have got the Three of Swords. Okay. So some of you might be journeying some grief, some sadness, feeling into a heartbreak, feeling vulnerable. But what is exciting about the Three of Swords, guys, is I know that this means that you could be really feeling it all, but it's a number 3 for a reason, because it says that out of our hurts, when we're really feeling the depths of all of that emotion, it's actually a really, really juicy time for creation. It also means that that healing process is the first step to new beginnings, new manifestations, right? So we're going to have to see what else comes out for that. You know, obviously it's a really climactic time of the year, so a lot of us are journeying different things, beginnings and completions. Let's get out the energy of the recent past. Energies leaving, completing and transitioning, Libra. If this is your reading. Queen of Wands, Aries in the Minor Arcana. It's a visionary energy. It's about following your instincts. Oh goodness, there we go. Judgment. Two of Wands. I knew there needed to be something big here for that Three of Swords, guys. It's judgment time. You're on the last call. Divine intervention. There's a choice between paths here. The Queen of Wands is going to help you discern the direction ahead. Let's get the outcome. Well, I've got the Five of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So this tells me two things. It's the action that we take in the present now that's going to determine, do we stay in the shame, the guilt, the grieving of the past, or do we move towards our fulfillment? Knight of Cups here is at the end of the reading. Let's grab the clarifiers, Libra. Hanged Man, called Perspective, and Chariot. Wow, okay, all the big guns, oh, I shouldn't say that, sorry. All the big energies are coming out. Sorry, this comes out, it's a saying over here. All the big energies are coming out for you. Two Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's going to be indecision. You're going to be challenged around this. Clarifying the 5 and 9 of Cups. We'll take the top one there. Emperor. You've got a double hit of Aries here. You have a lot of major arcana. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. What lights you up, Starseed? Moving towards passionate opportunities. Whatever it is that you are doing in your life, whatever this transition is for you, I do keep these general guys. This is about you moving into a place where you're joyful, you feel content, and it's saying here in the cards that potentially it's time to see things from a different perspective. How you've been doing life up until now may have worked, but there's a feeling with the Hanged Man here that sometimes we arrive at a point where it's not really working anymore. We might feel like we're in a bit of a holding pattern. Things are a bit stagnant. And this energy here really asks you to see things from a different viewpoint, to shift things up. And it could be after you've kind of released a better relationship, a job, or you've gone through some kind of hurt here where it's like, I need to kind of shift my energy. I can't move forward from the charge of this hurt, this pain. And it's interesting because they do talk about dying the death of the Hanged Man, guys, which really is about going through that grieving process. You know, sometimes we're in denial at the start, we go through the sadness, the anger, all those emotions before we arrive at acceptance. And it's acceptance that is the moment of surrender, that we liberate ourselves. So there's something that we need to accept here. I think it's that this ending, whatever it relates to, something that we need to surrender to. And the Hanged Man, guys, it can also say that there could be some more information or a further enlightenment or aha moment that might come through for you. It could be this kind of moment of like inspiration with the Ace of Wands. It's going to help you see this perspective and help you kind of get to that place of acceptance. Now, still in the recent past, we've got the Chariot and the Queen of Wands as well, and these cards are both about moving on and liberating yourself. The Queen of Wands, the energy of Aries in the Minor Arcana, is the great visionary energy that is going to help you find this new path forward. There is going to be some indecision. There might be two paths that reveal to you, but the Queen of Wands is that energy that helps you discern which one is going to help you manifest the future that you desire. It's a real energy of determination as well. So you might need some determination to really push through the emotional charge that can be all-consuming here to keep moving towards this passionate new beginning that we see kind of holding in the, sort of waiting in the wings for you. The Chariot, Cancer in the Major Arcana, is about moving forward at pace once we've made a really clear decision. So I kind of feel that it's linking into the current energies. It says that you will get that freedom and liberation and that victory once you have found the path, made a clear, aligned, congruent decision to step onto it, maybe taken a bit of a leap of faith here. I might go into that one further in just a second. Because this is the final judgment on whatever the situation is for you. And judgment is about hearing that divine wake-up call, the divine intervention. So there could have been something that happened in this situation that kind of brought things to a head. There could have been something that you overheard, something that was shared on social media, or you might have heard in the workplace that there's going to be a big redundancy wave or something like that. Something's happened and it's kind of brought you to this moment of, well, do I bring this to completion before something happens? Or is there a second chance here? Am I staying where I am? We can see here in the Judgment energy, these people launching out of these small dark spaces, which I always say hold the devil energy, which can be our own limitations, our own sabotages, our addictions, codependencies, or even, others wanting to keep us small and confined as well. And it's saying here it's time to rise above that and liberate yourself. This is the last chance in this situation, so it's time to make a decision. And that decision is potentially whether to stay or go, or whether to choose between two paths that might be opening for you. The Two of Wands is a real energy of life in review and really wondering whether it's time to take that big leap beyond the comfort zone to engage in that Ace of Wands, that passionate new beginning. But we can see here you still have the wand of the present situation attached here. It's like you'll still have one foot where you are and one foot kind of over the edge here, getting ready to take the leap. So it's kind of saying, what are you willing to do here, Libra, to broaden your horizons, to embrace the new? And you're going to need to make decisions. Two of Pentacles is that juggler card from the Rider-Waite, and it says that there is indecision and unsteadiness here. Until you make this decision, there could be high emotions, and that is how you're going to feel. So it's about making a really strong yes, committing to it, and then that is what helps you move forward at pace. In the Rider-Waite version of the Chariot, we see the heavy stone chariot that's pulled by black and white sphinxes, and they're kind of like angling in different directions. And it means that while we're in the duality and the two minds, we are kind of like, we're getting pulled in both directions, and we're sending that mixed message out there to the universe. It's when we make that clear intention, that's the magician's work, right? When we make that clear intention, that's when we move forward at pace. So it's a time to make a decision on the situation here and what you are going to do. That's exactly what the Emperor does. The Emperor is about stepping into the driver's seat, taking the reins of your chariot and moving towards your victory. It's about laying new foundations, taking the actions that you need to do to shape your world, your life, how you want to shape it. We're not just going along with what presents itself to us, we're consciously creating our reality. It's Aries again, so it's being about stepping into that bold energy of taking the leap of the fall, even though we don't really know how it's going to end up or what's going to happen along the way. There's just a new path calling you, and you know that, and it's time to step on. So that's the Emperor there. For some of you, this could involve stepping up in terms of business or leadership or something like that as well with this energy. Now the Five of Cups for me is that little warning saying, don't grieve. Don't grieve what you've lost here. It's all happening for a reason. 3 Swords, 3 Cups. Could have been 3 heartbreaks over a different period of time. But what has been, the past is the past. And if we stay in that energy, then Libra, that past will be the thief of our present, because we can't change it, we can't take it back. Yeah, things have disappointed you, and there has been, your expectations have been dashed, but there is 2 new opportunities on the side waiting for you, and we won't recognize them if we're just still in that kind of victim mentality, the depression of the past here. It's the decisions that we make in the present moment right now that change your future. That's how you can create your future. But if we do what we always did, we get what we always got. So if we want change, we need to shift it up and do things differently. And that's when we start to move towards this kind of energy here. 9 of Cups, 1 cup equals 10 of Cups. We're moving towards our best life reality by listening to the call of the divine, by making good decisions about what to leave in our life, by not hanging around in the hurt, the guilt, the shame, by getting in our chariot and moving on beyond our comfort zone to new ventures. That's the work of the 9 of Cups. It's finding contentment and fulfillment, but it's not contentment and fulfillment that just drops in our lap. It comes to the person who's consciously shaping their reality, who's being the empire, who's empire building in the right direction. And when your vibration's in the right place, Libra, that's when you start to attract in like-minded energies, emotional messengers, messengers of love, messengers of opportunity that may just be our missing pieces. But if we're in this energy here, this is not inviting, and this is not going to invite in the new. There is passionate new beginning waiting for you, but we need to shift things up. And I ask you again, Starseed, what lights you up, and what can you do to start moving towards it? Okay, well, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. Excuse me. And I do wish you all the best with this reading, keeping in mind it's a general reading for the collective, may or may not resonate in its entirety. If you're called to share, please do leave me a comment. Guys, I read them all. I try to respond to as many as I can. Helps me get to know you, connect with your energy, and see what's happening out there in the collective. Whatever you celebrate, guys, you're probably moving into your organization, and I'm wishing you very much happy and safe holidays. I should be releasing another weekly reading next week, and then I will most likely be having a week off. So I will see you very soon. Either way, it has been a pleasure. Bye for now, Libra.